As you can see, I have an 81% win rate. I made $327 in cash. And let's look at the performance report. So what exactly is scalp trading? All right, and we're going to talk about that and what I think is the best scalp trading system in the world. All right, and I'm saying in the world because obviously I'm biased, right? But let's get into it. Let's go. So first things first, as per Google, I'm going to put this a screenshot of this up on the screen here now. As per Google, scalp trading or stock scalping, I'm guessing they're referring to stock trading, but scalping is scalping in general. Scalp trading or stock scalping is a hyper short-term trading strategy that requires investors to buy and sell securities quickly. People do this at high volumes, multiple times per trading day, often with the aid of powerful computer processors, spotting opportunities to make quick profit from small price changes. So my scalp style and my scalp method is actually this exactly, right? Just minus the aid of the computer processor. In this case, my mind is the computer processor, right? And what is very important, I think I want to really highlight this, spotting opportunities to make quick profit from. It's not taking trades whenever you want, right? It's actually taking trades when there's actually a trade to be taken. Most traders forget that it's not on their terms, but on the market's terms, right? So before we get into me showing you the method, I also want to showcase something that I find to be, well, not really showcase, I want to talk about something that I find to be really, really important for this to work. So there are two main things. One, obviously, you do need to understand where the opportunities are. This is a factor that most traders tend to forget about. Most traders tend to forget that it is a big thing where you have to understand what exactly you're looking for. All right, that's the first thing. But the second thing is really and truly the first part of that screenshot where they said multiple times per day and hyper short term, right? What this really means is, yes, I'm going to be taking multiple trades per day, 10, 20, whatever, right? It depends on how many opportunities there are. But really and truly, the magic that makes this system work really good is very, very short term. And I said recently in my channel, I'm going to leave the link, I'm going to show you the link right here, and there's a link in the description. I said multiple times in the channel that the real magic in this is that you don't stay in the trades for very long, right? Literally, I would say minutes is the max, right? You really don't want to stay in the trades for longer than that, right? But the magic about that is what scalping really is. What a lot of traders try to do is they would try to take a scalp, and then what would happen is they would feel like it's going to keep going and then decide to try to hold it. And the same goes for when they're losing a trade as well. You do not want to try to hold trades with this method, right? Anytime that I've lost big amounts of money with this method is because I've held it too long. I promise you that, right? And it's like a culture shock in a way, because you have to now move away from trying to want to hold the trade, especially if you are more in tune with like swing trading, where time in the market beats time in the market. But generally speaking, this method requires you to get in and out very quickly, right? So there's the two main things. One, everything happens lightning fast here. Sometimes within seconds I'm in and out of the trade. It's so fast that I could barely even tell you, hey, take this buy, hey, take this sell, do this. It's so quick, right? And the second thing is you have to literally understand where the trading opportunities are, and that's actually arguably one of the harder parts to understand with this method, right? So one last thing before we get into the chart, understanding where the opportunities are is understanding probability. All right, here it's not so much about understanding the overall trajectory of the market, because again, we're not going to be in the market for that long to try to take advantage of the overall trajectory anyway. What we really want to understand is probability. And let me explain probability before we get into the chart very quickly. I know you want to see the chart. I promise you it's going to be worth it. But I want you to understand probability like this. All you need to do is ask yourself, what is the likelihood of the market buying? If I were to buy right now, what is the likelihood of the market buying from right here, right now? And if you cannot answer that question with an absolute 80%, 90%, if you can't do that, you shouldn't be taking the trade. That's literally it. You should not be taking that trade. So without further ado, let's get into the chart and let me see if I can explain to you how I do it. I'm going to try my best. Obviously, this does require a lot of practice. I do teach this method in excruciating detail when I'm working with a trader on a one-on-one level. But generally speaking, I'm going to try to explain what it is I'm seeing in this video format. I do hope that you watch this video to the end. Subscribe if you want to see more. Let's go. Let's get into it. All right, so we're in my computer and we are going to take a look at the scalp type method. So I do want to bring your attention to a few things as I would have mentioned in the earlier part of this video. So the first thing is, again, everything is really, really fast paced here. It's like lightning fast, right? And secondly, we do need to understand the opportunities. Now, to understand the opportunities, obviously, we do kind of want a general idea of where the market is going. But in terms of understanding the speed, the 50-minute, you can do it, but it's going to be a lot harder because, again, to get the speed right, right? So what I would typically do is I'll come down to the 1 minute time frame. Now, I'm going to use a replayed scenario. I've been doing this. I've been showcasing this for the last few weeks, and it is really potent, but not a lot of people watching the video. I do hope that you do get a chance to watch this video because I do think it is very, very potent. So let's try to see if we could explain it in a little better detail here. Now, so I'm going to use a replayed scenario. I'm going to go random bar. So I do not know what is going to happen. I genuinely do not know what is going to happen. Now, out the gate, I'm going to come back up to the 15-minute time frame. So it's a random scenario, right? But I'm coming back up to the 15-minute time frame. Look at that. We're in July 2024. I do the 17th of July 2024. I do not know what has happened that day. It seems to be going bearish. But overall, it seems more bullish than bearish. So I am more interested in buys, but that doesn't mean I wouldn't take sells to scalp, right? So what I'm going to try to aim for, I'm going to try to aim for maybe about, let's go for $500 for in a day's time, right? So this is the start of the day here, and let's go. So we're gonna try to do something that it's pretty doable, right? I feel like making $500 in a day is pretty doable with this, right? Now, what I'm actually going to look for is opportunity, right? And opportunity, I am already looking at opportunity in this area, right? So let's see if we can capture that. I'm going to hover my mouse over the cell and it is already, right, there we go. That's $80. That is already $80, right? And I even sold early there. Now, but why did I take the trade there? Let me ask you a question. Is it reasonable to assume that if it already stumbled here once, twice, that it wouldn't stumble there a third time? Remember, we're not trying to make $1 million. We're not trying to make all the profit in one trade. We're just trying to capture and capitalize on very, very small movements, right, of price. The market for that trade literally moved, what, about 20 pips. And I didn't even capture all 20 of the pips, right? So let's see. So I'm going to see if I can capture it again there, right? If it goes back there again, I'm going to try it again, right? Now, remember, I'm more bullish than I am bearish. So the fact that it's coming down here now is now giving me an insight. Maybe I should look for an opportunity at that low, right? So if it does dip into that low, I'm going to buy it. Let's see. Should have bought that one. All right, I'll buy here. Okay, so it doesn't run away almost immediately and it's broken out of the low. So I'm actually going to close it. I don't want to try to expose myself unnecessarily. So I'm going to leave. I'm going to take that trade. I take my money and go on. I still made profit, but it's not the best trade in the world, right? And that's why if you look at some of my trading results, I'm actually going to post a video of that here on this side of the screen here now. What if you look at the last 5 days of my trading, you're going to actually realize that some of the trades, when you see a pause the video and you look at it, some of my trades, $7, $3, $5. It's because of this. It's because of when I want the probability of the market to actually go in my favor, it's actually not doing that at all. All right, so let's keep going. So it's still pretty bearish in my opinion. So I'm going to zoom in. If it comes back here, I'll try a sell again. Sell, and that's definite drawdown. So I definitely don't want to hold that. And now this is where it gets interesting. Because now you realize I'm actually minus $61. I was up $80. I'm now minus 61. Guess what? Does that bother me? No. Because you know something? At some point in time, you are going to lose trades. I'm not trying to hide that here at all, right? I'm actually telling you that the likelihood of you losing trades is quite high, right? But I'm closing these losses almost immediately, right? So let's see if it gets up into that level. I'll sell. All right. I made some $60 and that's it. And all of a sudden, I'm pretty much back to break even. If it comes back there again, I'll try to sell again. Okay. Nothing yet. Okay. So that means it cleared. So maybe trying to get back to that high. Maybe. Let's see. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. So it's now stumbling right here. What is the probability of if it dips down to here that it'll buy? I don't know. There's a possibility. Okay. It looks like it's going up into that level. All right, so there's nothing here for me yet. Okay, maybe preparing a sell. Okay, just more of nothing, more of nothing. Let me and if you need help with this, you could always put like a line just to kind of see where the zone really is, right? Okay, I don't want to sell that yet. No, that's a clean break. That is a clean break. I'm definitely not going to interfere with that. Okay, right. So it is more bullish than it is bearish for sure right now. That's clear as day. So I'm actually now gonna probably only focus on buys. I'm still at break even. That does not bother me. Let's see. All right. So what I'm actually looking for buy. All right. Doesn't really run away. I'm not gonna hold it. All right. Cool. Okay. Good. Profit. Let's keep going. I would have been a probably a okay buy, but no. Right. Okay. So it's now coming. It running into this area. If it runs into this area, buy. Okay. Doesn't run away. Cool. I'm not taking that chance. Not taking that chance. That probably would have been a good buy. Yeah, I figured so. And you could kind of tell generally when it is going to do something interesting. Okay. So let's see if it could do it again. Buy. All right. So we're now starting to cook with some gas here. Let's keep going. Buy. Okay, $24. So you see, we slowly starting to stack up, and this is exactly what I'm doing. If you remember when I posted the video over here, you saw that some of the trades $20, $30, $40, $10, $6. It's not a lot, but it does add up. All right, buy. All right, so you're doing it again. And the only reason I'm doing this is because the probability of the market just running back out just a little bit from this level is high. All right, and I'm taking advantage of that probability. All right, let's keep going. Okay, so that's pretty a really nice bull move. Buy. All right, nice, good. So we have 170. So remember the goal is to make $500. Now the question that a lot of people will probably also ask is, so how do you deal with, or when to stop, right? What if you don't get to $500 and you start to go into a losing streak? How do you deal with that? Typically for me, if I lose two trades in a row, I'd stop, right? Typically. So you see again, I bought there, right? Easy, right? 190, right? Because again, if it runs into this area, the likelihood of it buying is high, right? Let's see. There we go, $32. So we're already up to $222. And again, I do not know exactly what would happen. There's no way for me to know exactly the date, right? Of when all of this happened. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I'm doing this as I get it, right? Let's keep going. $222. And I'm waiting for the market to dip down by, let's see, does it give me something? Okay, a little $7. I'll take that. All right. And you realize as well, sometimes I'll buy, I'll close, and then it runs away. That doesn't concern you, right? Don't worry. That will happen a lot. Your goal is, if you wanted to take trades like that, that's not scalping, right? Your goal isn't to try to win all of the money. Your goal is simply, so let me remove all the drawings now, by the way. Your goal is simply to take money when it's available, right? Right. So that's maybe about, okay. All right. If it, hmm, okay. Okay. So that's market changeover. So you definitely don't want to be trading there. All right. All right. So if it dips back to this, I'll try to buy it again. Come on. Give me something. All right. Give me something. Buy. All right, $12. I'll take that because it dipped down to that area. All right, so we have 241. If it might try to dip down here again, maybe. All right, I know this video is getting long, but trust me, bear with me. I'm trying to showcase the entire system. Right, so we're looking at this level here now, right? Probability of it buying if it dips down to there. What is the probability? Is it high? Is it higher? All right, buy. Good. That's what we're talking about. Same thing, 265, right? So we're almost halfway there. And we said in about a day's worth of trading. So this is 1:24 p.m. We are now at 7:29 p.m. So this is only about 6 hours of trading, and we are already up $265. Now, this would be the afternoon, and this is actually a point in the day where I probably wouldn't even be trading that much, if I'm being honest with you, because this is low liquidity. But I'm just doing it just because, right? Just to show you that it really does not matter that much, right? So let's see. Maybe okay, that's interesting. All right. All right. So if it looks like it's fatigued a little bit here. Buy. There we go. Right, 294. Right now it's looking definitely like you're gonna try to come back either to here or here, maybe here. Let's see. Okay, buy. I'll take something there. Okay, dollar. I'm not because of the amount of momentum, I'm not staying in that trade. I do not want to take that. And this actually would have been a negative trade, by the way. Why? Because even though I made $1, yes, the spread or the commissions would have, so that would count as a loss, which is fine. As you realize, I'm not hiding when I lose. I'm not hiding when I win. I'm showing everything here. Right. So now it seems like it's going bearish. All right. Maybe it wants to come to tap this. Buy. Take my money. All right. So we up to $300. And I'm going to keep doing this until I get either close to my target and I feel like I want to stop, or I just decide to stop. All right. Let's keep going. All right. So now I might feel inclined to do a little sell. But I'm not I have to be very careful of where I do so. Not seeing anything here, so I probably wouldn't really try to risk that. Okay, so we might try to use this. If it comes back there, I might try another sell quick. Sell. All right, good. And I'm taking my money. I'm taking my money. All right. All right. So it seems like it wants to go back buy again. All right. If it comes back down here, I'll buy. Buy. All right. Does it give me something? Nothing. 50 cents. That's a losing trade. I'll take that. I'm not really frustrated about the fact that I'm not gonna win every single trade. I'm very much aware that I'm not gonna win every single trade. I know this is a long video, so let me speed it up. Let me stop explaining. Let me just try to see if I can make that money very quickly. I'll buy here. All right, $6. I'll buy here. Okay. I think we're almost done. Look at that. And that is literally how fast I can do it if it is I'm not talking. All right. I'm just literally trying to make the money very quickly. Beautiful, beautiful buy. And if it comes down again, I will buy it. And okay, $8. All right. Buy. I'll take that there. Okay, that's a small loss. I don't want to take that. I really don't want to. Oh, wow. That would have been actually a good trade. Why did I buy here? Okay. Um, let's see if we could get something else again. Buy. Oh wow, what happened there? I think that's like okay, cool. All right. So I'll take that. I'll take that loss. All right. I think there was a little latency there, but that's fine. I'll take the loss. I'll buy here again. Why is it moving so slowly? All right, 427. So I think my mouse can't even keep up with me at this point. Yeah, so this is where I would definitely would not hold those trades. But you can see how quickly this is you can see there's a problem with the mouse, right? But buy. All right, so I'll take that. 327. And I think I took two losses, if I'm not mistaken. But obviously, there wouldn't have been two losses due to my error. This is literally the mouse because you could see where I say buy and I click and it doesn't go. That's fine. What I actually want to show, I'll stop here. So my goal was 500, but I made 327. I'm going to actually go to the live market. As you can see, I have an 81% win rate. I made $327 in cash. And let's look at the performance report. As you can see here, all right, net profit to $327. I made 32 trades, 81% profitable, and I have a 1.8 profit factor, right? So the amount of money the strategy made for every unit of money it lost Gross profits divided by gross losses. So in other words, this is a profitable system. My max drawdown would have been $250, and that literally would have been that last trade, right? Which would have been like a freak scenario, right? Average trade is $10. Imagine that. The average amount of money per trade I'm making is $10. And look at, after 32 trades, which didn't take that long, all things considered, I was able to still go home with $327 profit, right? You can see where it went under. You can see it had its little dips and then it went back up. Performance summary, you have the different this is actually cool thing of trading view, by the way. You can see the drawdown of some of the trades, you can see the profit and all of that. So yeah, that's pretty much what we're dealing with here. Let's see how long it took me to make all of this money. So that was literally, what's that, 8 hours. That is $327 within an 8 hour window. And I probably could have done it faster if I wasn't talking and I was just trying to trade. So I hope that you understood this. I know it's a longer video. I know that you really you like the shorter videos, but I did want to give a proper explanation for this method. I do believe it is one of the more potent scalp methods out here. It is not easy. I know I am making it look quite easy, but if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me at Brandon Evo on Telegram or Instagram or wherever, or you can literally just join the free Telegram channel that I will again post right here, right? And yeah, I'll actually just leave it right here, t.me/Brandon explains, right? And that's literally the channel. It's a free channel, t.me/Brandon explains. Have a good one, guys. See you very, very soon.